Good evening, hockey fans. Just a very brief audio test here. Just a very brief audio test as the JV game winding down between SPASH and Marshfield. Varsity puck drop at 7 o'clock. We'll have your auto select pregame just before then right here on Zaleski Sports from KB Willett Ice Arena. And a very good evening, hockey fans. We send a hearty welcome here to KB Willett Ice Arena here in Stevens Point. As you see the spotlights, it's your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. With locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. Ready your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Mike Willen here with McKenna Lisinski. As it is the Panthers and the Tigers renewing their rivalry this evening here on Zaleski Sports. Again, my name is Mike Wendland. Glad to be with you guys tonight. SPASH coming in 11-1-0. They're undefeated, first place in the Wisconsin Valley. Marshfield 3-6. They're in fourth place in the Wisconsin Valley as we get set for this one. As we get set here for this one, as teams will be taking the ice shortly. So with that being said, we're going to at Auto Select, and when we return, we'll have the teams taking the ice. We'll get ready for puck drop right here on Zaleski Sports.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Our Auto Select pregame show continues here on Zaleski Sports as we are moments away. We got some Van Hagar playing over the PA system. As I will say, no one does hockey playlists, or no one does playlists in rink better than hockey. Earlier in the JV game, they're doing old classic TV themes. Well, I was able to hear Facts of Life, the A-Team, WKRP in Cincinnati, the 70. And a little bit of everything as our officials take the ice. We wait for our teams to take the ice as well. As the Marshfield Tigers take the ice. As we wait for the Panthers in their Stick It to Cancer jerseys tonight. That's why you see our scoreboard being pink. As they get the bells, the of AC/DC. Here in this one, again, this has been your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Our locations are on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Goaltender Zach Burdick leads the way out for the Panthers. He's 7-1 with 4 shutouts and a .942 save percentage this year. His goaltending counterpart, Neil Mullins, is 5-6 with an .875 save percentage, a couple of shutouts. Leading scorers for each team, Grady Miller for the Panthers, 14 goals, 17 assists, 31 points on the season. Wyatt Fisher, 17 goals, 10 assists, 27 points for the Tigers. As we'll get set to turn things over to our public address in just a second here.
The Marshfield Tigers and your SPASH Panthers. Marshfield SPASH is an WIAA required with sportsmanship and education based for us. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive, respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all those attendants, your cooperation in demonstrating our high ideals of sportsmanship is expected 4, a junior, number 33, Neil Collins. At defense, a sophomore, number 25, Alex Chen. At defense, a junior, number 10, Cashman Anderson. At the wing, a senior, number 5, Jeff Madela. At center, a senior, number 9, Cole Kenny. And at right wing, a senior, number 7, Cash Bray. The Tigers are coached by Andrew Ball, Coach Ball is assisted by Mike Hinkey, Nelson Sinder, Joe Huckey, and Paul Allison. And now, the Tigers, 16-point area, senior high. In goal, a junior, number 31, Zach Burley. At defense, a sophomore, number 6, Becky Carroll. At defense, a sophomore, number 19, Zach Ostricki. At the opener, a sophomore, number 17, Fletcher Snyder. At center, a sophomore, number 7, Jack Nelson. And then right wing, a sophomore, number 13, Bo Schrader. The Panthers are led by head coach Matt Logan. Coach Logan is assisted by Bill Ross, Steve Bolton, Danny Gale, Tyler Lewis, Mason Burley, and Chris Preston. Before the game begins, as we honor our great nation, the men and women serving our country, both at home and abroad, fighting for the freedom to enjoy, we ask that you please stand with your eagle and with your hats. And now, singing the national anthem, the Spanish counterparts, under the direction of Mr. Luke Ansett.
Our anthem concluded. We're moments away from puck drop. Here from KB Willett Ice Arena here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. The Panthers and the Tigers. Long-time rivalry in pretty much every sport imagined, real and not. SPASH off to our right. They'll skate right to left in their stick it to cancer. Pink jerseys, white shoulders, numbers, and letters. Marshfield off to our left. They'll skate left to right in their black jerseys, orange numbers and letters, orange pants. Well, for the Tigers, and in nets, goaltender junior Neil Mullins. Getting the lineup for Marshfield and Coach Immerfall, and it'll be Cole Kenny, the captain. One of the captains, say, at center. He'll be flanked on the wings by Madeline Fry. Anderson and Chen on the blue line. SPASH counters with Middlestat at center and the Schrader twins on the wings. Zach Ostricki and Beckett Carroll on the blue line, and Zach Burdick in net. And we're underway. Face-off won by the Tigers. That'll just be dumped in behind the net, played off to the side by Burdick. You have to just hold and cover and force a face-off. Face-off won again by Marshfield. Back to the blue line it goes. That shot by Anderson blocked by Fletcher Schrader. Good to see him back in the lineup. He missed the Verona game last weekend with an injury. Just dumped in behind, they'll battle in the corner. Carroll and Madela. And here comes Bo Schrader up the left wing. Schrader will dump it in at the red line, and they'll chase it down in the corner. Middlestat helping press, and it'll go back to the blue line. Here's Ostricki. He was our Highland House player of the game against Verona. Shot on net, saved and held by Mullins. Ostricki scored his first varsity goal in that game against Verona. Grady Miller had a hat trick in that 5-0 win last Saturday. Took the team's scoring lead from Molsky, who has now, Grant Molsky, with 100 career goals. There's a shot on net, save made off the right pad by Benny Abbott. He's centering this line of Molsky and Miller. As here's Molsky, gets the indirect, jumps around, gets free. Goes forward, backhand, and scores. Grant Molsky, a minute and 3 into the game, gets his 17th of the season, his 101st of his career. It's 1-0 SPASH. It's now up at the blue line. That one is going to be tipped up high off the glass. And that one dumped back behind Ostricki. As here's Miller skating in onside. He'll try and indirect. That's blocked out in front, looking for Molsky. Molsky from Abbott, the official scoring. That one paddled aside by Burdick as Fleas will battle in the corner. That was a Serve Pro goal from Molsky, called Serve Pro the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Fisher now goes to the net front. He'll put it on net, save mates. Rebound is blocked just wide of the net. Fleas will backhand it back behind the net for Ethan Fisher. Dominic Marshall playing in that right wing, along with Westrick, that third line. And played back for Marshall. He'll just try and chip it in. SPASH putting all the pressure on. Shots 4-0 in the early going. And we're going to get a penalty on SPASH. We're going to get a cross-checking call on the Panthers. At 2:30, time of the penalty on Ethan Fisher. So we'll get a Marshfield power play here in the early going. As we'll find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, service with a smile. It's open daily, breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point, as it's a clear for the Panther penalty kill. Skating out with it with speed, Wyatt Fisher. But he gets it knocked away and then cleared but not out. Good play at the blue line to keep it in there from Alex Chen. Shot from point deflected and blocked out in front, and Carroll will just chip it to the corner, and Middlestat will backhand it out. 30 seconds gone by on the Fisher penalty as Middlestat on the penalty kill is able to roll it toward the faceoff dot. And back out come the Tigers. Here's Cashton Anderson. Activate. He takes a big open ice hit from Ostricky. They'll bank it to the blue line, but not out. Marshfield keeps it in. Shot from the blue line, tipped, and just over the net. Jerome Poirier trying to battle behind the nets. They'll chip it forward for Bo Schrader. He'll skate out with it, drops it for Middlestat. Middlestat will just dump it in. 35 seconds left on the penalty. Two-line pass all the way down. Battle in the corner. Fleece fell on the puck. Cash Fry trying to get it free, and here comes Fletcher Schrader with it. And a breakaway for Jace Deedy. Deedy shoots, and he misses wide. Tried to go to that right side over the glove and just missed. 9 seconds left on the penalty. Reed Molsky for Grant Molsky. He'll just bank it deep, and the penalty will expire, and we're back to 5-on-5. That'll allow SPASH to get that top line in, Molsky, Miller, and Abbott. That one all the way down. That'll be an icing and bring things back with 12:20 on the clock. Tonight's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Face-off won by Marshfield. But Abbott, quick play on the front. Molsky shoots. That's high and deflected up and into the netting. Force the stoppage. Shots 5-1 for the Panthers so far. Molsky with the lone goal from Benny Abbott at 1:03 in the first period. Face-off this time won by SPASH. Back to the blue line and Zach Ostricky. Miller back to Ostricky on the point. Now Carroll left point. He'll just bank it toward the corner. And it'll rim around for Abbott, and it's deflected. Long pass just past the stick of Fisher, and Carroll will have to chase it down. Good stick lift by Fisher. His shot save made off the back of the glove of Burdick. Trying to bank it in off of Burdick was Fisher. Now one chipped in for Abbott on the right wing boards. Trying to drop it was Molsky. Now here's Abbott. He'll wire a shot. That's deflected wide. Such a high stick, so SPASH could not play until Marshfield did, and now we play on. Abbott, stick handles around, gets to the top of the slot, wires one, blocked out in front, and back out of the zone it goes. Ostricky, he'll skate in with it. Rolls it forward for Abbott. He fans on his shot attempt into the corner for Molsky. That one off of his stick, and here come the Tigers. Now Logan Ostricky plays it back for Matala. His shot is partially blocked out in front. Poirier will leave it for Molsky. Molsky will backhand it up the left wing for Jerome Poirier. He tries to drop it in. It's deflected. He gets it back. 6.5 minutes gone by. 1-0 SPASH. Shots 6-2 for the Panthers. As Marshall for Westrick back to Ostricky. He'll take a shot through traffic. It's blocked out in front. Long banked for the Tigers. They're going to go on a change, and now here comes Poirier. Poirier brought the puck back out. That'll be an offside with 10:22 to go. Remember that Made a Custom Apparel, specializing in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Learn, find just what you need. Keep you looking great. Learn more, madacustom.com. Face-off one by the Tigers, but SPASH gets it right back with Reed Molsky. His pass intercepted by Fisher, and then stick lifted away by Ethan Fisher. He tries to find Westrick. Here comes Molsky jumping in from the point to the face-off circle. He'll just backhand. It'll be chased down behind the net for Daxton McTaggart. 7 minutes in. We play in the first period. Tyson mostly tilted towards SPASH. Marshall's got a couple of looks. Namely, had one good one on that power play. Marshall. Yes, here comes the middle set line as Fisher will chip it in. He'll go off on a change. Get Fletcher Schrader on the ice. Bo Schrader tried to dangle around. It's in the skates of Marshfield. Now back out with it to Fletcher Schrader. Carroll on the left point. Long saucer pass right on the tape of Fleas. His shot is loose, wide open, and in the net. Fletcher Schrader will make it 2-0. There's another serve pro goal for the SPASH Panthers with 9:15 on the clock. 7:45 time of the goal. For Schrader, his 7th of the season. Face-off dropped and won by SPASH. Molsky, Abbott, and Miller out there now. As here is Grant Molsky. He'll drop it for Benny Abbott. He gets it back. Wheels around looking for Miller, and Miller wasn't ready for it. We'll wait for the official announcement in just a moment on the assists on the Schrader goal. There's Fletcher Schrader. Schrader from Schrader and Fleas. So the Twins team up on a goal. As that's to the blue line it goes. Here is Zach Ostricky. He'll just drop it to the wing for Miller. Miller has a little bit of a bouncing puck, drops it for Ostricky. He'll take a deflection, looking for Abbott. It's loose, it's in the net. Mullins was down and out, got bumped in by a teammate and a SPASH Panther, and it's 3-0. Benny Abbott is the first one through, another serve pro goal at 8:33. It is 3-0. There's a scrum in front of the net, and Mullins was knocked down by his own guy, and it was an open cage. As that one sent long range and blocked out in front by Logan Ostricky. Ostricky. Abbott from Ostricky and Miller. When the jerseys are tucked in, 15 and 13 look the same. But it is Abbott getting his 11th or 7th of the season, his 18th point. Ostricky with the assist along with Miller. He's going to face off the offensive zone for the Marshfield Tigers, and they'll win it. But Poirier will stick lift the winger. That was Fisher. Now here's Ethan Fisher. He'll take a shot and scores. 4-0. At 9:14, Ethan Fisher get his 4th serve pro goal of the season. Shots 10-2 for SPASH. Face off won by the Tigers. That one banked high off the glass, off the stanchion, and bounces back. Bad break. We'll see who gets the assist on the Fisher goal. Fisher from Westrick. SPASH is offside as Fletcher Schrader was offside. Bo was in the zone already. Might as well. Simplicity CU's bringing home the win with great mobile options, the right loan for your family, business, or home. Check them out, simplicity.coop today. Face-off tied up in the skates of our linesmen, and Millsat tried to jump through a couple of defenders, and out comes Marshfield, Cashin Anderson. That one tipped in. Here comes Fletcher Schrader, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Schrader, top of the slot, pushed, shot, save made by Mullins. Still loose, and Schrader couldn't settle it down. He had an open net. Bo Schrader almost had one there. Now Molsky back on the blue line. Reed Molsky for Fleas. Fleas gets through. Shot, save made by Mullins. Bo Schrader on the right side. That's rimmed around for Fleas. Shot, save, and held by Neil Mullins. .6:42 on the clock. Face-off one. As Molsky. Here's Carroll on the point. Skate to stick. Drops it back. Abbott for Miller. For Ozako Stricky. Right back for Grady Miller, filling in his spot on the point. Long range shot, save made, caught and held. Face-off one for Miller on the right wing. Carroll. Back for Abbott. Shot, looking for a deflection. It's going to be through the paint and wide. Under 6 to go here in the first period. As Carroll has it stick checked away and out of the zone by Matala. Abbott, long range for Miller. He will skate in onside with Molsky. Miller trying to get around. Nice defensive play by Marshfield, but they can't clear it. Into the skates of Molsky. He'll wire a shot on net, and the rebound is back to the blue line for Ostricky. He'll take a shot pass. That's going to be tipped wide. Backhand, that one sent wide again by Abbott. Miller gets through, wires it high. Banks all the way back to Logan Ostricky on the blue line. SPASH will get a partial change in, get Westrick on the ice. As here's Poirier. Back for Westrick. He'll put that one through the paint. Steered aside by Mullins. That's all the way down. And that'll be an icing to bring things back with 4:45. Bruce Orthodontics is providing comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages, now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time, so set up a free consultation today. Face-off one by SPASH. Reed Molsky on the point. His shot blocked out in front off the stick of Hutch Anderson, number 8 for the Tigers. Fleas will bank it forward. That's going to be chipped in, looking for Marshall. Marshall, Westrick, and Fisher, that third line for the Panthers in. They've already got one goal. That one's going to be chipped all the way down. They wave off the icing. It was touched by a Panther. Burdick will believe it for Reed Molsky. He'll take a long bank. That one tipped back into the neutral zone. And Cash Anderson will have it turned over to Westrick. He'll kick it into the net, into the offensive zone. Westrick trying to dangle around Blake Meisner. And now here's Fisher chipping it ahead. Under 4 to go here in the first. 4-0 SPASH. And here come the Tigers. Long range shot paddled aside by Burdick. That was Braden Widman. Goes back to the blue line. Long range shot save made off the stick of Burdick. That one popped up into the rafters. That'll stop play with 3:29 on the clock. Spash will get the middle stat line out there. Marshfield will have Cole Kenny taking the draw. Face-off one by Spash. Knocked down by Fletcher Schrader. Now here's Middlestat. He'll just have it off the side of the bench. Schrader collides in open ice. Able to get back up. Carroll from the point. He'll activate and go on the rush. All the way around. Backhand to the right wing for Ostricki, and we're going to get not sure what the stoppage was for. Looks like we're going to drop the puck at center ice. No, they're going to be on the far side dot. Okay. Neutral zone face-off. Face-off taken by the Tigers. Madelon will send it in from just on the red line, and now here's Carroll looking to break it out. Carroll turns over right in front of the net, but he's able to block the shot and bail himself out. 2.5 to go here in the first period as Zach Ostricki will bank it forward to neutral ice for Abbott, backhanded across for Carroll. Carroll in on side as Spash goes on a line change, looking for Molsky. That's deflected, and now one-on-one, Grady Miller and Meisner looking to send it across for Fisher. Ends up not being a shot on net. Bouncing puck for Ostricki. He'll send it around, looking for Carroll. It goes back to neutral ice. Defenseman loses an edge. Miller will be pinned up along the boards. Abbott will then jump in to help. Back for Miller. Miller wheels around, centering in front, and that's blocked by Kenny. He gets short. That's Meisner shouldered off the puck. We approach the final 90 seconds here of the first period. Poirier's pass misses Ostricki, but he'll chase it down, and Logan Ostricki will send it in back behind the net. Poirier jumps back in, and that's banked high off the glass and down. Race for it. Poirier sends it around, but Marshfield gets it back, looking for a tip out in front. Tigers getting their best pressure of the period. That one just fired along the near side boards for Abbott. He'll quickly pass it out for Molsky as we near the final minute. Molsky avoids a stick check, trying to drop it off for Miller. It hits our linesman. Molsky got to go get a stick. He'll got to go and tag up. That one deflected in by Abbott, and he'll try and chase it down. It goes back to neutral ice in the final 40 seconds. Here's Dominic Marshall. He'll skate in offside. There's Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings, our two beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning, infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities, a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com and learn more. Face-off won by Spash and Marshall as Fisher will bank it in. Marshfield skates in on side, avoiding a hit, but then turning it over as it'll be banked around the near side for Ethan Fisher. Back to neutral ice, a stick check. Final 20 seconds, Marshfield will dump in chase. Last 5 or so minutes, Tigers have had a much better offensive pressure and forecheck. They've not let Spash just set up and do whatever they wanted on the cycle. 5 seconds left. Molsky will drop it for Fleas, and that will end the first period. One period is in the books. It is 4-0 Spash. Shots 16-3 for the Panthers as you are watching high school hockey on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant? No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
First intermission here from KB Willett Ice Arena in Stevens Point. Mike Whelan here with McKenna Lisinski. SPASH 4-0 with the early lead against Marshfield. Shots 16-3 for the Panthers. We'll take a look at the scoring here. It started at 63 seconds, a minute 3. Grant Molsky gets goal number 101, his 100th regular season goal for the Panthers, and his 17th of the season, assisted by Benny Abbott. At 7:45 and even strength after a penalty was killed, Fletcher Schrader would get on the board, assisted by Bo Schrader and Jackson Flees at 7:45. Then less than a minute later, 8:33, it was Benny Abbott putting one into the open net, assisted by Zach Ostricki and Grady Miller. And then less than a minute after that, at 9:14, it was Ethan Fisher getting a goal assisted by Teddy Westrick. So 3 goals in 90 seconds for SPASH during that first period, as they jump out to a 4-0 lead, looking for win number 12 on the season and to remain undefeated in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Only penalty was a cross-checking call on Fisher at 2:30. That penalty was killed off. Fisher would then atone for that with that 4th goal at the 9:14 mark. Of course, this isn't the only game. It's not even the only hockey game on Zaleski Sports today. We'll take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard in just a moment as you're watching high school hockey from KB Willett Ice Arena in Stevens Point on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
So, after a couple of years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
As intermission continues, let's take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard. We'll start in girls basketball just not too far from here, Pacelli and Pittsville. Pacelli leads Pittsville 64-22, second half there. Girls basketball in Wausau, Edgar leads Newman Catholic 48-28, about 90 seconds left in the game there. Boys basketball early on, well, late in the first half, I should say 19-9, Wrightstown up on Wapaka. Hockey action, intermission. Eau Claire North leads Eau Claire Memorial 1-0 in the Battle of Eau Claire. Girls basketball over in Auburndale first half, 17-11. Auburndale up on the Stratford Tigers. Girls basketball over in Loyal. Neilsville up on Loyal 19-9 midway through the first half. Also in the Clover Belts, it is Owen Withee and Columbus Catholic. And it is Columbus Catholic at the half, 33-22. Hockey over in Mosinee, scoreless between Mosinee and Tomahawk. About halfway through the first period there. Of course, Tomahawk up in Division 1 this year after winning the title last year. So it's a tough draw when you look at the Division 1 brackets, which I'll talk about that probably during the second intermission. You look at, in that one side, it's going to be SPASH, Tomahawk, Wausau West, Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire Memorial, Hudson. It's a brutal bracket in Division 1. Boys basketball in Abbotsford. Edgar up on Abbotsford, 40-33 late in the first half. And boys basketball in Stratford. Stanley Boyd leads the Stratford Tigers 16-4, about halfway through the first half there. And of course, this one 4-0 SPASH over up on Marshfield. As it looks like one final pass for our Zamboni, and always give a high five to your local Zamboni driver. It's a tough job, and someone's got to do it. It is 4-0 SPASH as you're watching high school hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Intermission continuing, not for too much longer as the nets are in place, the ice is clean. Both teams looking, they're getting ready to get back out there. 4-0 SPASH up on the Marshfield Tigers. Look ahead for these two teams. We'll start with a look at the upcoming schedule for the Marshfield Tigers. They're back at it on Tuesday, their makeup game from a couple of days ago. And they'll take on East Merrill. And then Thursday, they complete the Wausau Gauntlet. They'll take on Wausau West at home on that one. They're coming off a 3-0 win last Saturday over Viroqua. For the SPASH Panthers, coming off their 5-0 win over Verona. That was coming off their first regular season loss in 2 years. They dropped one to Neenah. They will host Hudson Saturday night here from Cape Will and here on Zaleski Sports. They'll go to East on Thursday. They'll go to Rapids on the 20th. That's a makeup game from what was supposed to happen on Tuesday night. And then the real big one, Thursday the 22nd at Wausau West. Game that will very likely decide the Wisconsin Valley Conference. As our officials skate back onto the ice. And we get set for puck drop here. Marshfield will skate right to left in the second period. SPASH will skate left to right. And goals from Grant Molsky, Fletcher Schrader, Benny Abbott, and Ethan Fisher. As Burdick waiting for the go-ahead to head back out there. Marshfield is back on the ice. And SPASH heads back out as well, led by their goaltender, Zach Burdick. As he's all by himself in the corner, waiting for the rest of Marshfield to take the ice. There's over our friends at Valley Communities Credit Union for 90 years. Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, and strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Mullins back in net. Saved 12 of 16 shots that he saw in the first period. Middlestat will take the draw. Puck is down. We're underway as Marshfield wins the opening face-off here. SPASH will go D to D. As Marshfield will try and now break out with it. With Matala. Back to the blue line it goes. Shot bouncing wide into the corner. Beckett Carroll makes a move and gets free. He'll try and break it out. Rolls it right up the center of the ice, looking for Schrader. That's popped up, bouncing to the blue line, and offside. Will bring the face-off out of the zone. 42 seconds here into the second period. Meisner will take the draw against Molsky. Face-off won by SPASH. Miller Looking to get it to Abbott's. It's going to be loose as Miller from his knees makes the play, bouncing into the back of the corner. Looking to center. It goes all the way back to Ostricki on the point. Give and go right back to Ostricki. He'll walk up into the slot. He'll take a low shot, looking for a deflection, and it's in. Grant Molsky backhands the rebound through, and it's 5-0 at 1:01 here in the second. Mullins made the first save, but the rebound rolled wide. And Molsky makes it 5-0, his second of the night. Poirier trying to skate her toe. He'll sauce a backhand over. And that one's going to be bouncing, kicked forward by Poirier. And then here comes Wyatt Fisher. He'll take a shot, save made Burdick. Get the assist in a moment. Shot and a goal for Marshfield. Marshfield gets one of them back. A beautiful move. Forehand to backhand for Wyatt Fisher, his 18th. At 1:42, Wyatt Fisher with a beautiful move. Makes it 5-1. So again, the SPASH Serve Pro goal is Molsky from Ostricki and Abbott. We'll see who gets the assist on the Fisher goal for the Marshfield Tigers. Meisner and Widman with the assists for Marshfield on the Fisher goal, his 18th of the year. Teddy Westrick around the right wing. Now roll back, and a big hit, and a stick goes flying. Now here's Marshall in onside. Dominic Marshall looking for Westrick. He'll play it into the corner. Chen will drop it across to the right side. Molsky looking to activate. As Reed Molsky. There's a shot whistling high from Fleece. Westrick back for Jackson Fleece. Looking for a deflection, and that's going to be tipped wide. May have gotten a piece of the pad of Mullins. Fletcher Schrader. He'll drop it off for Fleece. Left wing, Bo Schrader wires one high. Carroll can't handle it, it bounces into neutral ice. Look at Carroll skates back in onside. He'll take a shot off a stick into the netting. A little bit of stick work there during the dead puck. Connor Stefanski and Middlesack get into it a little bit. 5-1 SPASH as face-off goes now. Zach Ostricki, right point, looking for a shot. That's tipped wide, blocked out in front. Marshall trying to clear. They can't do it yet. Millsap throws a hit. Fletcher Schrader looking for Bo Schrader. It's still loose in the skates. Ostricki can't keep it in. Carroll will chase it back down and go to his defensive partner. Now here's Beckett Carroll. Carroll weaves around, it's on net, and then paddled away into the corner by Mullins. And we're going to have a SPASH penalty on a tripping call. We're going to get a Marshfield power play. 3:55 time of the penalty, called on Fletcher Schrader. So Schrader will head to the box for two. Marshall will get their second power play of the night to try and get back within three. Face-off one for Fisher, who's going to play the point on this power play unit. Quick pass for Chen. Now bank for Cash and Anderson behind the net. All the way back for Fisher. Fisher just able to keep it in the zone was Alex Chen. Ostricky trying to backhand it out. Good job pinching along the boards. And that will bank all the way down, be chased down by Fisher. Molsky, though, in hot pursuit. Molsky stick lifts. Trying to drop it off Miller, and just not able to get there in time. And a huge open ice hit. Miller gets dumped by Cash and Anderson. One of the better checks we'll see this year. Seen a couple of big hits in the game. As now Miller being stick checked by Fisher. He'll send it across for Molsky. Molsky, a tough angle shot, save made by Mullins. That one almost turned over, and out with it to the red line is Hutch Anderson. He'll skate in with it. He'll take a shot, and that's wide and paddled behind the net by Burdick. 45 seconds left on the Schrader penalty as Fleece will bank it forward and all the way down on a clear. 40 seconds left now on the Schrader penalty. Spasher will get some new penalty killers on and some new power play skaters on as well for the Tigers. Jace Deedy, who had a shorthanded breakaway in the first period, couldn't score. And on sides, Cole Kenny. That one just rolled down as Deedy will chase down. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Last rush for the Tigers. Madela takes a hip check and dumps it in behind the net. And straight out of the box, we're back to 5-on-5 action. Out of the box, here comes Westrick on a breakaway. Westrick shoots and scores. Out of the box and on the board, Westrick, who took the ice for Schrader as Fletcher left the box, gets a breakaway and goes top corner, right over the blocker. It's 6-1. At 6:02 here in the second. Teddy Westrick's 5th of the season, another serve pro goal for the Panthers. And Spash needs a 5th skater. Carroll quickly jumps on the ice late. And here's Westrick now up the right wing. Westrick from Reen Molsky at 6:02. Here's Beckett Carroll at the point. Sets in, that's a save made. Mullins can't find it. It's in the corner. Now here's Westrick again, tries to ding it around. That's kicked away, and we're going to get a holding call. On Marshfield. Cash and Anderson will go to the box for a hold at 6:32, time of the penalty. We'll get a Spash power play. Might as well, just like these players are bringing their best to the ice, Rich Top Exteriors is bringing top-tier performance to your home. Rich Roofing, Siding, Windows, and Doors. Rich Top Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit RichTopExteriors.com and learn more. Face-off won by Spash. Miller on the point with Poirier. Miller will leave it for Jerome Poirier. Back for Molsky. One-timer is wide. Trying to go to the right side of the net. Now it'll get chipped out and back to neutral ice. Marshfield will clear. Molsky is going to be an offside as he got poke checked away right at the blue line. Got a neutral zone face-off. The Nicolay Bank's offering personal banking at its best locations: Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more at nicolaybank.com. Face-off is cleared by Marshfield. Spash on their first power play of the night. About 85 seconds left in the Cash and Anderson holding penalty. As Grady Miller will skate into the zone with it. Gets around everybody, backhand save made by Mullins. Fletcher Schrader leaves it for Poirier. That's going to be nice play and a turnover. Here comes Fisher back the other way. Wyatt Fisher will try and clear, and it's going to be off of the helmet of Schrader. Molsky can't get by Meisner. Now Schrader. And Fletcher Schrader tries to backhand a pass. He'll get it back to his own stick. It's back for Ethan Fisher. And that'll be cleared with 30 seconds left on the Anderson penalty. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. 6-1 Spash. Couple of goals in the period. Molsky and Westrick. Here's a drop pass for both Schrader. Schrader keeps on his backhand all the way. Back to Ostricky, D to D. Carroll sets him a pass, and that may have gotten a piece of the glove of Mullins. Middlestat trying to center it. Both Schrader, a shot and a save made by Mullins. Jace Deedy back behind the net. And we're back to 5-on-5 as here's Logan Ostricky. Shot through traffic is blocked out in front. Stick lifted back for Carroll. Quick counterattack for Spash, 3-on-1. Looking for the saucer pass and defended well. Looking to tuck it in, still loose, and it's in. Another goal for the Panthers. And Max Middlestat's going to get his first of the year. We'll make it 7-1. And 8:54, time of the Serve Pro goal. You can call Serve Pro the number one choice in cleaning and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. You can call those ones greasy goals. You can call them whatever you want, but you put one on the board. And Middlestat had a similar goal like that in their playoff game last year. But he gets his first of the year this year, along with 8 assists. Long range shot on net, caught and held. Middlestat from Schrader and Deedy, both Schrader and Deedy with the assists. An even strength goal. As well, Stevens Orthopedics proud to provide complementary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this winter. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. Fleece. Banks it for Dominic Marshall. Marshall, Fisher, and Westrick the line out. Marshall looking to break out with Kenny. He's able to get it into the skates of Matala. He's going to take a hit from Marshall. Now here's Kenny in onside. Kenny takes a shot that's blocked by Fleece. Reed Molsky skating out with it. Molsky skates in onside and drops it off. Fisher. He'll take a shot, that's wide. Grant Molsky gets around one, shoots. Now may have gotten a piece of the blocker. Rebound, though, is out in front. Now Molsky will play it to Molsky. Grant Molsky tries to wheel and pivot, and he keeps it on his stick. A shot into the waiting glove of Mullins. I'm not sure he saw that. It hit him right in the glove as we are in a running clock. So we approach the final 6 minutes. 7-1 here in the second period. That one banked for Carroll. He'll take a long range, looking for a deflection. And don't think that one got all the way through, and that's going to be banked down. That'll be an icing. Yeah, as the clock will run. Six different goal scorers for Spash tonight. Only player with multiple, Grant Molsky. Here's Carroll. He'll send it for Miller. He'll wire one wide. And Carroll trying to keep in. He can't, and here comes Wyatt Fisher. He'll avoid the check from Carter Smolarek, who will try and chip it free, and it stays in the zone. Smolarek with Carroll on the blue line right now. That one chipped in, looking for Molsky, and Chen is able to prevent the 2-on-1. In this game, one of 3 hockey games on our network tonight. We'll give you some updates. Entering the second intermission as Logan Ostricky. So it goes back into the skates of Poirier, and he's able to poke it forward, but Wyatt Fisher will just bounce it down into neutral ice and be chased down there by Ostricky. Abbott. Here's Poirier. Poirier gets around one defender. Looking for Middlestad, and Middlestad couldn't get a stick on it. Middlestad back to Logan Ostricky on the point. Poirier, he'll wire one. That's going to be sent high. And it'll bounce all the way to neutral ice, and Ostricky will have to chase it down. Yeah, it'll be an icing. We'll bring it back to the Marshfield zone with 3.5 to go here in the second. Again, we got the Battle of Eau Claire and Marshfield Tomahawk in the Great Northern matchup, or Mosinee Tomahawk, I should say, in the Great Northern matchup. Bo Schrader for Fletcher Schrader. That's going to be bouncing high off the glass. Banked back off over the stick of Reed Molsky. We approach the final 3 minutes here. Middlestad for Bo Schrader on the right wing. Schrader skates in on side. Through traffic, a shot save made. Mullins makes one there. Molsky keeps it in at the blue line. Schrader on the left wing. Almost gets knocked off the puck by Kenny. Trying to center it. Now here's Jackson Fleece. Fleece trying to center it. It's on net, and it's going to be tipped wide. That one just banked back to neutral ice. Reed Molsky will chase it down with 2.5 to go here in the second. Looking for Westrick. That one too far. Marshall was on a change, and they're able to chip it in. Burdick will keep it behind his own net. He'll leave it for Molsky. And a quick reverse. That one tipped in. The icing waved off. It's on net. Mullen will quickly will take some time and paddle it into the corner. There's a shot from Fisher wide. Carroll stepping in as Cashin Anderson battles with Marshall. Now Ostricky, he'll wire one off the blocker. That one kept in the zone by Fisher. Fisher trying to weave through. It's kept in still by Carroll. He'll backhand a pass to the right wing. Another backhand for Ostricky for Fisher. Fisher pinned on the boards by Cashin Anderson. Marshall and Westrick now jump in, and Fisher comes out with it. He tries to leave it. Westrick can't get on net. And that one on net still loose, and diving on top is Mullins to cover it up. We're near the final minute here of the second period. Get some new faces in. Johnny Weiss, Jaron Bolton, Smolarek. Dede getting some 5-on-5 time. Face off. Won by Spash Weiss. That one still loose. A shot. Still loose. Banging toward, and it's in. Jaron Bolton gets his first. And the bench celebrating for Bolton. At 16:20 here in the second period. Makes it 8-1, another serve pro goal for the Spash Panthers. 30 seconds left here in the second. That one is blocked out in front, up into the netting. So Dede with a couple of assists tonight. Bolden from Weiss and Dede makes it 8-1 as, look, with the clock running in the final 10 seconds, we'll get one more face-off. As that'll be chased down, and that will run the clock out. And we have play 2 here from KB Willett. It's been all Panthers. They lead it 8-1, shots of 31-5. As it is 8-1 after 2, as you are watching high school hockey on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Second intermission here from Stevens Point as they were just doing some of the announcements with the fundraisers going on. Of course, this is the Stick It to Cancer night here from KB Willett, so I spatch in their pink jerseys. And I'm sure maybe we'll get it on our airwaves. I'm not sure when we'll see when they do the big check being given out for the Stick It to Cancer night. And the fundraising continuing. On the ice, it's been all SPASH. They have scored 4 goals in each of the first 2 periods here in this one. Let's take a look at the scoring in the second period. It started at minute 1 Grant Molsky. So Grant Molsky has 2 goals at 1:03 in the first and 1:01 in the second. This was assisted by Logan Ostricki and Benny Abbott. Abbott with a 3-point night. Then at 1:42, though, right after as they were announcing the Molsky goal, Wyatt Fisher made a beautiful move and scored, assisted by Blake Meisner and Braden Widman. At 6:02, after a penalty expired, Westrick got on the ice and got a breakaway, and Teddy Westrick from Reed Molsky made it 6-1. Then Max Middlesack got his first of the season at 8:54, assisted by Bo Schrader and Jace Deedy. Then at 16:20, the final 40 seconds, Jaron Bolton got his first of the season and the second of his varsity career, assisted by Johnny Weiss and by Jace Deedy. So Deedy with a couple of points tonight as well. Zach Burdick has made 4 saves on 5 shots faced. He only faced 2 shots in the second period, and none after the Fisher goal. 11 saves on 15 shots in the second period for Neil Mullins, giving up 8 goals on 31 shots. He made 23 saves in the game so far tonight. There were 2 penalties in the second period, 1 on each team. Fletcher Schrader got called for a trip at 3:55. That was killed off. And then that led to the goal for Westrick after the penalty expired. And then a holding call at 6:32 was called on Cashin Anderson. They killed it off, but right after the penalty expired was when Middlestat got his goal. That made it 7-1. Again, 8-1 SPASH. Shots 31-5 for the Panthers as you are watching high school hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
As the intermission continues, the ice still being cleaned here. Again, everyone, if you're at a hockey rink, go and high-five the Zamboni driver. Buy him a hot dog. Just show your support. They do. It's a tough job. We've seen over the years Zambonis break down and take some skill to do it right. Let's take a look at some of the scores. It went final in girls basketball as Pacelli 69-35 on Pittsville. That one went final. Final over in Wausau girls basketball action. Edgar 49-38 took the win over Newman Catholic in the Merriwood. 42-29 second half. Wrightstown up on Wapaka in boys basketball. Hockey action. Late in the second, it is 1-1 between Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North in the battle in the Big Rivers. Girls basketball. About halfway through the second half, Stratford leads Auburndale 33-27. Girls basketball halfway through the first half. Neelsville 36-22 on Loyal. Late in the game, Columbus Catholic's going to get a win over Owen Withee. They're up 66-54 in the final minute there. Great Northern hockey. Tomahawk and Mosinee. See if we can get you guys a score there. It's 2-1 Tomahawk. 12 minutes left in the second period there. Boys basketball, Edgar up 82-66 on Abbotsford. About halfway through the second half there. Second half in Stratford boys basketball, Stanley Boyd 45-27 on the Stratford Tigers. Of course, stay tuned. Plenty of action coming your way as well tomorrow and Saturday. We'll start taking a look at tomorrow's schedule, and it is all basketball. Girls basketball, Abbotsford and Edgar. Wisconsin Rapids and DC Everest. Eau Claire Memorial is going to host Rice Lake. SPASH hosting Marshfield tomorrow night. AJ Ligman will be on the call for that one. Wausau East and Wausau West in a doubleheader. Girls, then boys. Boys basketball action. Columbus Catholic will host Colby. Everest will host Wisconsin Rapids. Neelsville hosting Greenwood. Will be in Iola, Scandinavia, as they host Wittenberg-Burnhamwood tomorrow night from the Thunderdome. Be from the bleachers in the Thunderdome there. The big CWC East matchup there. Mosinee hosting Northland Pines. Pittsville hosting Pacelli. Again, Wausau East hosting West. Wauwatosa West hosting Brookfield East. And also SPASH boys, they'll be in Marshfield for that one as well. And then on Saturday, girls basketball action, Marshfield hosting Kaukauna. Pacelli will host Schultzburg. SPASH hosting Duluth Marshall from Minnesota, making the trip, including one of the best sophomores in America coming their way. A 2,000-point scorer as a sophomore. And hockey action Saturday night, SPASH will host Hudson right here. Again, it is 8-1, second intermission. You are watching high school boys hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
We get set for the third period here on Zaleski Sports. Mike Willen here with McKenna Lisinski as it's 8-1 SPASH on top. Panthers are running clock, looking to close this one out, get to 12-1 before Hudson coming to town in a couple of days. That one's going to be a really fun one to watch. Last time, a couple years ago here, were some fireworks. Middlesex will take the draw against Kenny. And SPASH will win the faceoff, and we're underway here in the third. Cole Kenny. That one's all the way back to center ice, and Zach Ostricky. He's got a helper today. As that one is up and out of play. Face off in the zone. Face off won again by SPASH. Bo Schrader into the corner. Tries to center it. Fletcher Schrader's shot point blank. Mullins got a piece of it. That one sent wide. Carroll thought about winding up and firing one from the point. He'll just drop it for Bo Schrader. He'll stick handle back to Ostricky. He'll wire in from the top of the slot right into the catching glove of Neil Mullins. Mullins 25 saves on the night. The Molsky lineouts. This is the longest in the game Molsky's on without a goal to start a period. Scored at 106 and 101 in the first two periods. Poirier will go and chase this one down, Jerome Poirier. He'll wire one around the near side boards for Abbott. He'll drop it for Grant Molsky. Here comes Molsky trying to chip forward. He can't get past the defenseman. That's Cashton Anderson. Poirier and Logan Ostricky. Hill's now a long-range pass. Chipped in, and an icing. Will bring things back into the Marshfield offensive zone. And stay tuned. You can find our full schedule at ZaleskiSports.com. Also, just released if you become a VIP, $5 a month. Get extra articles and some of the research that we do. We just released our first bracket projections in girls basketball on Tuesday. See where, as things stand right now, where your favorite team would be scheduled and where their seed would be, as that's going to be on net and held by Mullins. So right now, SPASH a 1 seed in their Division I bracket. Marshall, Westrick, and Fisher out. Face-off one. No battle along the far side boards. Whereas we set up here with Smolarek backhanding one in. Above the benches and above the penalty boxes. Fleece, he'll wire one through some traffic, and that caught the Marshfield defender in a bad spot, and he's down. Slow to get up. That was Cooper Berry. And it looks like he's all right, but he's definitely not feeling super comfortable. Fisher. Is that one going to be chipped forward, and Bo Schrader drops it off for Ethan Fisher. Fisher gets it stick checked away, back to the blue line. Ostricky, he'll send one for Bo Schrader behind the net. Clearing attempt to Fandon. Ostricky wires one through traffic, and that's blocked out in front. That one off the shoulder of Fletcher Schrader, and back to Middlestad. He keeps it in. Backhand pass. Schrader wrap around, and he's... That one in? It did. Bo Schrader gets another one, another serve pro goal. I didn't see the celebration, so I didn't know for sure. At 4:09. Makes it 9-1. Middlestad trying to find Fletcher Schrader. It's a battle in front of the net. Get the goal announcement in just a moment. It was the wraparound by Schrader. An unassisted goal for Bo Schrader. So each Schrader's got a goal tonight. Speaking of, here's Bo Schrader again. For Carroll. Back to the point for Ostricki. Zach Ostricki looking for one through deflection. Blocked out in front by Cashin Anderson. He'll fire one down. And that will go down for an icing. So the goalie fooled even me. I thought it was in. I saw the official point. Well, he didn't point straight down. It was either way. It is a goal for Bo Schrader. Face-off won by Spash. Logan Ostricki back for Poirier. He'll get one knocked down in front, looking for Molsky. Here's Poirier. That one deflected out for Miller. Miller so far off the score sheet tonight. Came as the team's leading scorer. Here's Abbott. He'll back at it for Poirier. Looking for the cycle. And that one, a couple of sticks and blocked by Marshfield, trying to break it out. And they do. Here's Meisner, 2-on-2. With Fisher with him. Meisner trying to protect it. Is going to be rolled wide. And Abbott will chase it down. Molsky. And here's Logan Ostricki. Poirier will send it all the way around. Home run pass, looking for Abbott. And he can't get a stick on. It's going to be an icing with 10:37 to go. I don't know why I just noticed, but there is a disco ball above us here in the press box. The things you see at hockey rinks, folks. Face-off tied up. Everyone hits the deck. A couple of guys losing an edge. Reed Molsky trying to clear. There's going to be blocked by Kenny. Flees, and that gets through Kenny's legs, and that should be fired in by Anderson. They'll have to tag up. Matala. As Flees gets around the first wave. Carries it in onside. Jackson Flees has his stick checked away. Matala will just fire it down. That'll be an icing. 9:37 and counting here to go in period number 3. Of course, stay tuned. After the game, we'll have your Nasonville Dairy post-game show down on the ice with Coach Matt Polkamp. And I think we had talked about we're going to get Grant Molsky with us tonight. And we'll see if they want to do the ceremony first. And if we do, we'll keep that live for the Stick It to Cancer event. That one banked behind the net. A backhand and a goal by Middlestadt. His second of the night and of the season. 10-1. Another Surf Pro goal by the Spash Panthers, Max Middlestadt. At 7:50. So a good night for Middlestadt. He gets his first 2 goals of the season. He's been getting the start at center the past couple of games. Oh, he started against Verona. They're just shouting up, saved by Burdick. So it's Middlestadt from Bo Schrader and Zach Ostricki. So Schrader's got a 4-point night for Bo Schrader. And Schrader's still with it. Fletcher Schrader has his stick checked away for Ostricki. He'll just roll one toward the net, still loose. That one tipped up and out. He chased down by Zach Ostricki. They're going to wave it off, and we'll play on. Long home run pass for Abbott. And Molsky trying to keep it in. Miller cannot. As here is Grady Miller. Molsky, a one-timer in. What a save by Mullins. He pushed across right to left and robs Molsky of a hat trick. That leads to the Imperial March being played. Face-off won by Marshfield. But SPASH on the forecheck gets possession. Abbott. Back to the blue line it goes for Logan Ostricki. Now Poirier. Poirier with it in the corner. That's going to be brought back out of the zone. Ostricki couldn't keep it in. He'll find Molsky, and they'll tag up. Meisner battles along the bench. Here comes Molsky and Abbott back in on side, and chip back to neutral ice. Fisher takes hit from Ostricki. Now Miller. Grady Miller will just drop it off into the corner with under 7 to go. Makes you wonder with the score, this is the last shift for this line. Flees, just rolls it in. That one intercepted by Wyatt Fisher, and we get a trip. And we're going to get a SPASH penalty. At 10:21. As Jackson Flees went to the box for 2 minutes and think about what he did. Kenny will take the draw for the Tigers. Marshfield wins the face-off. That's battled in the corner and cleared out to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Walking a shot through traffic and a goal! That one deflected in front. Looked like Jack Matala will be the first one in on the power play. Cody Schindler from the blue line put it on net, and Matala tips it in. A beautiful deflection, makes it 10-2. A power play goal for the Marshfield Tigers as Burdick to play that one on net. We'll see all of the assists in just a moment on the Matala goal. Here comes SPASH. From Schindler and Kenny. At 10:15, time of the goal. That'll be dumped down, that'll be an icing. Five and a half to go here in this one. Shots 37-7 for the Panthers. Ostricki will chase that one down, neutralized with Poirier. Now looking for Marshall in the game for the first time as well. Harley Koback, number 33. That one off a Koback stick. Ostricki will chase it down. Ostricki out with it for Thomas Oswald, number 14. That one tipped back to neutral ice. Daxon McTaggart will be an offside. We're going to get a slashing call. Called on Fisher. So a SPASH power play at 12:33. So Wyatt Fisher in the box. SPASH will get their second power play of the night. Face-off, SPASH will get it. Dede, Bolton, and Weiss on the ice with Smolarek and Molsky. Here's Smolarek. He'll take a shot. Save made off the pad. Bolton, who's got a goal tonight. Dede, he sends one. It's just tipped wide. Smolark, one touch over for Dede again. He'll take a shot through traffic, and that one wide. Tipped back in, and that one wide. Back to the point for Dede. Shot through traffic, still loose. Where is it? And it's in. That's in the net. It's 11-1 on the power play. Another serve pro goal. And 13-19. And that one might be Jace Dede's. I'm not sure for who got it for sure. As again, just a scramble in front of the net. Wait for the official announcement in a moment. It's Dede from Bolton on the power play. So Jace Dede with a 3-point night. That one on net, caught and held by Burdick with 3 minutes to go. So Jace Dede, a goal and 2 assists tonight. Face off taken by Marshfield. Chen will just send it back behind the net. Poirier backhand, and Weiss will tip it out of the zone. Into their corner, final 2.5. That one played back behind the net. And Johnny Weiss will send it in. Near the final 2 minutes. Bolton in on that forecheck along with Dede. Poirier pinching. He keeps it in. He's going to roll on net and stopped and held by Mullins. With 2 minutes on the clock exactly. So we'll get Oswald, Marshall, Koback, Flees, and Reed Molsky on the ice. Fleece. That one rolls behind the net, played by McTaggart. So near the final 90 seconds now. Here's Molsky. He'll take a shot through traffic. It's loose and then paddled into the corner by Mullins. As we'll get set to end this thing on our wireless microphone. Get set for our post-game show. Koback and McTaggart will battle in the corner. Koback throwing a little bit of a hit. So near the final minute. Molsky chases it down in his own zone. He'll backhand it up the left wing. Looking for a deflection. That's on net, and Burdick will knock it away. And the save as goes back out to neutral ice. Now intercepted by Flees. He avoids a check. Loses an edge and can't chip it in. It's into the skates of Dede. Dede with it. It's going to be knocked down. Here's Weiss. He'll take a shot, and that's blocked out in front. 30 seconds left. Johnny Weiss. Couple of moves, and that will be dumped down for an icing with 20 seconds left, and we'll see if there's even another face-off in this game. And I'm not sure there will. 5 seconds left. The clock will run down, and this one is over. Your final score tonight, it is SPASH 11 and Marshfield 2. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy post-game show is coming up right here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Marshfield Curtis at NasonvilleDairy.com. Michael here with Jay Stady and Bo Schrader. And just, first of all, you guys, a night like this when you got the charity event and everything, how big is it to have such a performance and really just kind of dominate from the opening face-off?
It's really good to dominate these not so good teams.
Yeah, it's really good when we have a special event like this where we support cancer night. It's really good to just dominate the other team, get off with an early start.
And for you guys, I think you had 4 points, you had 3 in this one. How big is it to have so many different guys who can get on the score sheet at any given time on a night like tonight?
Yeah, it's really good to have depth in your team and everything, so pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good to see the guys that don't get much playing time even getting on the score sheet, just getting them points up, getting their names known.
And then the last thing I'll ask before they do the cancer check for you guys, for a game like this, how big is it to get a power play goal late with some guys who usually get the time on the power play, and to kind of build from this with a big game coming in a couple of days?
Yeah, it's really good for them to get on the score sheet and show them they belong,
Yeah, it's really big, keeping the momentum going for next Saturday. Big game.
Right, so we're gonna do one last thing. You see our camera up there. I'll give you this. I'll get on the way. I'll count you 3, 2, 1. I'm Bo Schrader. I'm Jay Stady, and we're in the house. Okay. 1, 3. 4.
I'm Bo Schrader.
I'm Jay Stady,
and we're in the house.
Good job, guys. Good luck. Our Joy House players the game. So that being said, we'll sign things off here. This has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show as they gonna honor the Sick It to Cancer event. I saw over $2,000 on that big check. Well done by SPASH and Marshfield, raising money for research tonight. For Michaela Siskis, Mike Weiland saying so long from all of us here at Zaleski Sports. Stay warm, stay safe, and good night.